everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda. Today is raining outside, but we still got some things that we got to get done. I got a handful of flower seeds that I'm going to take outside. Well, I got some greens in here too. I have some tot soy, some bok choy. I got some zinnias. I'm happy about that. Got some calendula. This candy tuft was sent to me by It's My Renaissance Grandma, and I am going to put some of these seeds in the garden. So what I'm going to do is I'm kind of randomly throwing some seeds in the garden today. And some of these are some seeds that say that they are best just sown out into the garden. So that is what I'm going to do, especially since we're getting some rain. So I don't know how much I'll let you all see because I don't want to get my camera wet. But I'm also going to put these zinnias out there, some maiden pinks. These I'm going to put in a pot. You see the little pot that they have right there on the side? It says that these are good in a pot. So I'm going to put these in one of my containers that I have outside. And I love putting a lot of seeds in the garden right before rain because I feel like the rain is going to help them to grow. Although we are going to get some cold weather in the next couple of days. We're going to get down in the 30s and in the upper 20s. So these seeds will still be under the soil. They will not have any problems. And some of them may need a little cold stratification. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drop some of these seeds. Got some tot soy that was also sent to me by It's My Renaissance Grandma. And I have some bok choy that was one of my free seeds from Baker's Creek. And these Persian carpet zinnia were a free seed also. So I'm going to go out here. I'm just going to start putting these seeds in. Then we're going to come back in the house and we are going to up-pot some of these herbs that have grown and they have their first true leaves. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to up-pot some of those. Some have not germinated, but some are ready to be up-potted in this seed tray also. And this is the purslane. So we're going to up-pot those. Okay, and this is what our sunflowers are looking like. And this is the melon tray. All of these melons have germinated. Well, most of them. I see some spaces back there that don't have anything yet. And y'all, these plants are doing so beautifully in my LetPot that I need to up-pot them. But I'm just kind of just wanting to just look at them like this for a while. But I really do need to up-pot them. I have been harvesting some of this toothache plant. And this is my Tiny Tim tomato right here. And I'm going to be up-potting it real soon. The basil is touching at the top of the LetPot. So I need to go ahead and think about taking these out of this LetPot. Putting them in some pots and then putting something else into this LetPot hydroponic system. I got dinner going, and this is a braised chicken and vegetable stew. And what I want to do is I want to get my bay leaf out so that no one gets that. And then I need to take my cornbread out of the oven, and dinner will be ready. Okay, cornbread is ready. Okay, y'all, it is raining pretty hard out here, so I'm still going to plant these seeds, but I'm not going to be able to put it on camera because I don't want to get my camera wet. So I'm going to go ahead and plant the seeds, then we're going to go back inside. I really had planned on doing some other things out here. I wanted to get my irrigation worked on, but I can't do that. I am going to walk around and look at some things, though, because I love to look at how things are looking when it's raining. I do need to move those citrus because the citrus trees need to go back, because those 20s are going to probably be too low for them. I'll double check on the weather and decide about that. But right now, I'm going ahead and put these seeds out. Okay, you all, we have gotten all the citrus trees in the garage. At first, I didn't have room in the garage, but now I do since Caleb and Ricky cleaned the garage out. But I want to show you all that I have some germination in my winter sow jug. This one is This one is yarrow, and there is the germination in here. Y'all, we have germination on the lavender and germination on the cilantro. And this one is lavender also. Chives, rosemary. And that's all so far. Okay, y'all, I have made it back inside. And I want to show you again the plants that we're going to be working with. These are my herbs that are growing so beautiful. I'm really proud of these herbs. how beautifully they are growing. I'm going to start with these marigolds though, y'all. Look how tall these marigolds are. Look like some little trees. So I'm gonna go ahead. I only have a couple of that got really big. See, one right here did not make it. Let's see. One right here looks like it's not gonna make it. Then again, it could be just that it is just pushing out of the soil. So I'm not gonna pull it out. I'm gonna give it a chance. But yeah, it is hard to tell when plants first come out if it's the actual plant, because I just showed you all those seedlings that were in my winter sow, and y'all, I'm scared. I am really scared that those seedlings are grass seedlings. I looked at them. Some look like they are legitimate seedlings, but some of those seedlings look like grass seedlings. And you know, I used the compost that came, or it was potting mix that was in my raised bed that we're trying to take out, and we're trying to start over on that raised bed. But y'all, I've decided though that what I'm going to do is, I've decided that what I'm going to do, instead of just putting that soil back in and start potting in it, I think I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put other soil with it. I have some topsoil that I've gotten. You all know I always use that topsoil. I'll put the name on the screen of the topsoil that I use, and I always use that with it. But what I think that I'm going to do with that soil is I'm going to put it on the bed with other soils, because y'all, I just don't want that stuff to start popping up, and I have those same problems with the grass that I usually do. So what I decided to do is I'm going to roll out some weed barrier on top. The same weed barrier that I have laid all over my garden, the one with the green stripe down it, that weed barrier, I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to, I could have gotten some, I've already ordered it, but I could have gotten some that had the holes already in it. I could just lay this, because I got to put the weed barrier down in the garden already. Anyway, so I can just use that I've ordered to lay down on the garden, and then order some more that already have the holes in it. If you all have seen that weed barrier that has the holes in it, I think that that's a really good way to go, especially if you have rows that you are working with in your garden. If you using rows, you can go ahead and make your rows. Then you can add that weed barrier on top, the one that already has the holes in it. And then you just go back and you plant your seedlings. You know, if you've grown your seedlings inside, or if you purchase seedlings, whichever one you do, and you can go ahead, you can put those seedlings into those holes. That way, you won't have to worry about a whole wide area of weeds popping up. You'll only have to worry about maybe a few weeds popping in around your seedling, and then you'll be able to go in and, you know, take care of those. Because one thing about that weed barrier, it does what it says. It's a weed barrier. It does keep those weeds from just taking over your garden. So I'm thinking that is what I'm going to do on those couple of raised beds, those few raised beds that I have been having so many problems with. They won't be the way that I like my beds to be, where I can just go and I can sprinkle some seeds like I did today. I went out there and I sprinkled some different seeds in my garden. I mixed some broadleaf greens and some red mustard, put them in a container, mixed those together, and I went and sprinkled them in various areas of my garden. I also sprinkled some zinnia seeds, and I showed you all some of the other seeds. The one seed that I did forget to put in the garden were my marigolds. I did want to sprinkle some marigolds in different areas of the garden. And this is a good time to go ahead and do that, because those marigold seeds, as soon as it warms up, those marigold seeds will be ready to go. So that is one seed that if you want to plant marigolds, because marigolds are also supposed to help to deter pests from your garden. So that's one that you want to go ahead. You want to get ready to start sprinkling those marigold seeds in. You can't do your marigold inside right now, but you can also go ahead and sprinkle them in, and you'll see those, they're going to pop up and be ready to go probably almost the same time that your seedlings that you'll take out to the garden will be ready, because you're going to have to go ahead and you want to acclimate those seedlings that you have inside. But those ones that you throw out in the garden, you're not going to have to acclimate them. They'll be already ready. But I was also going to talk about the marigolds because I just showed you all these marigolds that I have right here. These marigolds, I'm not a herbalist or a doctor, but these marigolds can be used to gargle. You can make a tea out of these marigolds. Be sure that when you're planting your marigolds for herbs that you are using the right marigolds, because all of the marigolds are not the ones that you're going to be using for your herb. This one is a marigold that's called a calendula. And it is not related to the other calendula at all, but it is called calendula, and you can use this to gargle with if you have something going on. And what I'm going to be putting them in is these pots right here. I'm going to be using these. This is what I'm going to be putting the marigolds in, but some of the other plants I'm going to be putting in here also. But yeah, I have another tray here that I'm going to be sticking some plants in, and it's because they are invasive. They are so invasive that they have literally taken over this tray. So just imagine if they're invasive in the seedling tray, just imagine what they're going to do once they get into your garden. So these would be something you want to share with someone, or you want to put them in a pot so they don't spread all over your garden, because with them being in this container, and the one I'm talking about right now is the horehound. Horehound is so invasive. All of this, now you can see that I have some stock that is right here, and I have some marshmallow right there that is, you can see, and it has even taken over the poor dill. You see the dill is right here. This is dill. But the horehound is in here with the dill. It's in there with the dill. Dill's over here struggling. Over here by itself struggling. And the horehound is taking it over. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all the horehound out, and I'm going to put them in this tray. So this tray is going to be filled with horehound. I'm going to separate them. I'll have to get another tray for my, what is this? I have to get another tray for my chamomile, because my chamomile is right here. And you can see how thick this chamomile is. This is a lot of plants right here. So I'm going to be taking this chamomile out and putting them in another container also. I think I want to go ahead and do that, because right now, as crowded as they are in here, they're not going to be able to do anything. So I'll be taking those out. I probably won't do all of them today, but I will be taking them out. So this tray is going to not look like this. So we're going to get a good look at this tray, because we're going to go ahead and we're fixing to take a lot of these plants out, separate them. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on them. As I said, we're going to be putting them in this container right here. I already have me some pots ready. We're going to be putting some of them in here, including the marigold. And so it's going to be simple what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I was able to get all the horehound out of that seed tray and get it into this seed tray. And it's in the same size seed tray, but it just has room now that it can spread and not get all in my other plants, because it was getting all into my other seedlings, and it was very confusing. So this way, I know this whole tray is horehound. Hopefully, I got all of it, and I won't have any more horehound spreading in this seedling tray, and then I can keep these seedlings separated, which I will be going ahead and real soon taking out this chamomile, putting it into its own seed tray, because it is so compacted in here and it's not going to thrive like that. So that is what you do. Once those seedlings start to growing or spreading, go ahead and get them out, put them in another tray. I'll probably have to go ahead and up pot these very soon again, depending on how fast they grow. But this way they are separated. I know what it is. I won't get it confused when I get ready to share it or put it out into the garden. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video, that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload a new video. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.